been a little while since I talked to these babies. Oh, hello. Okay, fine, you too. Come on. She doesn't want to come out. Maybe she does. All right. Hello and welcome. This is my very first Instagram tarot reading, so please be gentle with me as I will do my best to be gentle with you. For those of you that don't know that I do tarot, I've been doing it for about 5 years now. I've never done it on Instagram before, never did it on social media or on the internet before. All of the readings that I've ever done have been personally, one-on-one, or within a small group. The way I read is mind, heart, body, soul, and energy. And it's facing me, so what you're seeing, I'll make sure that it's in the reverse, or that you know which one is in reverse and which one is upright. So our very first card is the Magician in reverse. We are all battling who we are right now, whether it be to create, to stay healthy, to manifest more abundance, to make sure that we're not scaring ourselves out of productivity or activity. We are on the fence of a lot of things. None of us know what tomorrow's going to bring. And in our mind, it's scary to make any decisions, to move forward in any way, because if we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, then what's the point of picking up something that means something to you today? I feel like a lot of us are battling with that in our minds, and there's so many opportunities. This is finally the opportunity that some of us have been waiting for. We've been thinking, if I only had a couple days, if I only had some time to rest, if I only had this extra time to create these things. And now we've been given that quote opportunity, and we're still fighting with ourselves on whether we are valid enough to make that happen. Well, our heart says we need the balance to make it happen. Our heart is strength in the upright. So mind is the Magician in reverse, and our heart is in strength upright. We need the strength of being kind to ourselves, the strength of giving ourselves the opportunity to plan and prep, and the strength to push through our fears and push through ourselves and through our own mind to make something happen. Does that make sense? Like, our heart is saying, calm down, relax, enjoy the ride, take it slow, take it steady, but take it forward. Don't do nothing. The Magician in reverse is halted. There's no action because there's no decision. If there's no decision, there will never be an action. If there's no decision and no passion from yourself and love and kindness to yourself during this time, then the actions will not happen. So our body is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And we are halted, for whoever this is resonating with, we are halted in our actions because we can't make a decision. And we can't be kind enough to ourselves and our hearts to give us the opportunity to move forward. So our body is saying, I want to do this, I want to do that, but my mind's telling me no. I'm not even gonna reference, but you know what the reference is. My mind is telling me, I don't know. So my body's doing nothing. But what we can say we're doing is scrolling on Instagram and looking at all these other people that did decide to make a decision and went forward and did the action that it took to make it happen, right? So now we're playing that mind game with ourselves again, and we're coming back to this table and saying, what do I really have to offer? Is it nothing? Is it nothing? Well, if you're not kind to yourself, then it becomes nothing. You're still stuck. You get me? But your soul, which is in the Empress, in the upright, Your soul wants to nurture what your mind wants to do. Your soul is ready for action. Your soul is ready to move forward. Your soul needs balance. Number 3, your soul needs balance in order for you to make a decision and take the action to do it. So what I'm feeling, this overall energy, which is the ace and the upright, what I'm feeling is if you can figure out how to fill up your cup during this time, take as long as you need, but fill up your cup. Make sure that you are abundant in internal joy as much as possible. You know, during these times it's a little bit difficult, but fill yourself up. Feed yourself good foods, get some rest. Don't stay up all night consuming things that just don't fuel you. And that's not just food, but that's like media. That's like the main thing. And those negative thoughts. If you're filling yourself up with negative thoughts, negative media, negative food, lack of sleep, no water, well, guess what? You're not going to do anything because you're going to be too tired, you're going to be too angry with yourself, and you're going to have too much guilt surrounding your thoughts and actions to actually do anything that your soul wants. So we can put these in upright if we're filling ourselves up, if we're giving ourselves energy, if we're resting, if we are consuming things that fill us up, whatever that means, whether that's exercise, stretching, sleeping. I know it's easy to say, but it's not easy to do. I understand that. But the only way for you to get what you want during this time is for you to start with the basics. Get back to the basics. What are the basics? Food, shelter, sleep, right? So make sure, just clean up your house. That's step 1. Like, I cleaned up yesterday and it made me feel so clear. It made me feel so ready. I've been resting. I've been sleeping a lot. I haven't been doing a lot. I've been in my head a lot about what it is that I want to do. What am I able to do? What am I willing to do? What is valuable right now? But it took a lot of rest. It took a lot of just purging of negative things in my life. I haven't been drinking because I haven't been able to go out and buy booze, and I just haven't when I've been to the stores. I've been, changing my diet, changing the way that I'm sleeping, changing the way that I'm thinking. And this is a constant battle. It doesn't happen overnight. And some days it's better than others. But if you can fill up your own cup and make yourself a priority and your health a priority and your goals a priority, then your mind will be a lot more clear as to what the next best decision is. So maybe once you fill yourself up, you'll be able to focus on, what can I do next? Can I clean up my apartment or my house or my room? Can I get some rest? Can I eat some good foods? And then maybe by the time you get to that point, you can say, maybe I can start writing in my journal, or maybe I can start picking up my paint and getting my canvas ready to paint. It's about the balance and the strength of pushing forward and pushing through the mental negativity. And this is stuff I talk about all the time. But once you can do that, your actions, your body will follow suit. If your mind and your heart are not in the same place and not balanced and in line with one another, you'll never be able to move forward. But once you can do that, even just for a moment or a few moments, then your body might be able to do 1 or 2 things, like record a video or make a post or whatever, take a shower, wash your hair. That was hard for me to do, and I did it yesterday, and I washed my hair, I did my makeup, I did my laundry. It's sometimes just the smallest tasks, even if it's just waking up on time. But get your mind in the right place, your heart will appreciate you for it, and your actions will follow suit. And your soul, this is what your soul wants. This is where you are meant to be, in balance with yourself. And so now that we have this opportunity to be alone and in solitude, take it as a blessing and an opportunity, if you can, to really focus and shine up your cup. You know what I'm saying? Shine it up. This is our time. And it's not it's not pretty and rainbows for everybody right now, but for those of you watching this, it might be for you. And this is the time for you to really find the balance and find things that make you smile, even if you can't go out and see your friends. This is time for rebirth. This is time for nurturing of self. This is time for focus on balance and intuition and love for the self and for your own action. So that's what I'm taking from this today. Fill up your cup with things that make you smile and things that bring you joy and things that drive you forward, and the rest of you will follow suit. This is the big energy for this. This is the big DE for today. This is it. This is what it's about. Trusting yourself enough and loving yourself enough to move forward with whatever that action is, even if it's small. The fruit doesn't grow overnight. The Empress represents maternity and fertility. So let's birth these ideas. Let's birth these energies. Let's birth these crafts or these meals or these conversations that you've been thinking about into real life with love and kindness. Fill up your cup and all will follow. It's your girl, the creative fairy godmother, Miss Amanda Sweet, and I will see you all later.